Hello everyone, I'm your host Danny and our welcome party will be started in 10 minutes later. Please be prepared. Okay. Hello everyone, I'm your host Danny and our welcome party will be started in 10 minutes later. So please be prepared in this 10 minutes. Okay, welcome everyone, teachers and the students from all over the world for attending our Taiwan International Science Fair welcome party. And I'm your host, Danny from the Ambassadors of Django High School. And my partner,
I'm Josephine.
okay, welcome everyone. And today we will be starting with a speech from the director of the National Taiwan Science Education Center. And let me share my slide for you guys.
Open.
Okay,
我没办法分享。
okay.
Hello, my dear friend. I'm the Director General of the National Taiwan Science Education Center. I'm very delighted to invite you to join the virtual welcome party. I'm very honored to welcome 68 foreign students from 23 countries to take part in the science competition. Students from different parts of the world gather together on the internet at this time. I'm sincerely grateful for you to join us. During this week, we prepare this welcome party and hold science competition. We also arrange online activities for international students, including the live stream of opening and award ceremony, virtual public visitation, and online Model United Nations. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the organizers of the National Science Fair for all the participating countries. Thank you for your efforts and support to send outstanding students to participate in TISF. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Taipei Municipal Jianguo High School for organizing the events. The student ambassador of Jianguo High School spent a lot of time playing the game and activity in this virtual welcome party. At the same time, the enthusiastic students also prepare and plan the online United Nations on Thursday. My thanks to all of you, and I hope you enjoy the game and activities in this game. You will gain a deeper understanding of Taiwan and other countries, and make new friends from other countries. I wish all of you excellent results in the science competition, and enjoy the upcoming events in this week. Welcome!
Okay, thanks for the director of the National Taiwan Science Education Center's words, and we also have Django High School President Shi in our meeting room. Thank you for your join. And next, we will be moving on into the Taiwan introduction and also our National Taiwan Science Education Center introduction and TISF as well by watching the videos for about 50 minutes. Then we will have 2 rounds of warm-up games and cultural exchanges. And next, we will also have a Kahoot challenge about Taiwan and other country. And also the videos context today. So remember to pay attention to the video in the following. So, okay.
Next is Taiwan introduction. Taiwan is a special space in the world for us. We not only have breathtaking scenery, but also have a lot of unique food. Furthermore, in our country, you can see the variety of religions and culture. And next up, we will introduce Taiwan to you in this video. Please watch it carefully because we have prepared some questions about it for you.
Bear from Taiwan. Huh? Taiwan? Yeah, you know, that island floating between Japan and the Philippines that looks kind of like a sweet potato? Doesn't ring a bell? Alright, what about bubble tea?
Yes! I knew it! Bubble tea always works!
Well, this particular bear just happens to be boarding a flight back to the home of Bubble Tea and himself. Want to see what it's like? Then let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, we expect to land at Taipei soon. Temperature is 28 degrees Celsius. We hope you enjoy your flight. Thank you.
Food is the essence of life, isn't that right? To thoroughly understand Taiwan, we've got to start from the nutritious and delicious food. P-H-O-U-D-E. Food. Now we all know about bubble tea, milk tea, and black tapioca balls, also known as bubbles or boba. This is the signature drink of Taiwan. It's not just bubble tea though. Tea drinking has been in our culture since forever. Tea houses used to be the center of social interaction. What can add more to a nice chat than a cup of tea? Yet as sealing machines came along in the 1980s, these drinks evolved into a more portable form, and thus gave rise to shaken tea shops. Nowadays, everyone on the streets in Taiwan has a tea in their hand. Now that we're all about this food business, we've got to take you to the night markets. Night markets are the best experience for local food. Fried chicken, oyster omelets, stinky tofu, that's what I'm talking about. While you're busy stuffing your face with all this yumness, don't forget to check out all the Chinese characters around you. Taiwan is one of the few places left that still uses traditional Chinese. You must think these characters look complicated as hell, right? We think so too! You know how long it takes me to write my name? Thank God I'm not famous and need to do signatures and stuff. Anyway, all the signs in the night market exhibit the full glory of our characters. You see, these characters go way back. 3,000 years ago, they were written on turtle shells and the bones of other animals for oracles, so the ancient characters were also called oracle bone script. For some of our characters, you can tell the meaning of the word just by its appearance. This thing that looks like a mountain transformed into the character we now use to signify the word mountain. This thing that looks like a river transformed into a character that we now use to signify the word river. You can tell, right? This looks like a mountain and this looks like a river.
Say you can tell!
Of course, later on, characters became more complicated to signify complex and abstract concepts. Like a man beside a wood, he must be resting, right? So this character obviously means rest, right?
Say you can tell!
Where were we now? Oh yeah, the night market. In Taiwan's night markets, it's not only local Taiwanese food, you can eat stuff from all around the globe, like Korean fried chicken, American hamburgers and fries, Vietnamese pho, and takoyaki, sashimi, and okonomiyaki from Japan. We are very versatile when it comes to eating. This multicultural environment is actually because of Taiwan's history and location. It's not just food though, infrastructure as well. Our railways were laid down over 100 years ago by the Japanese. What? Yeah, the Japanese. Didn't I mention that Japan's ruled us before? They're not the only ones either. The Qing dynasty of China, the Dutch, and the Spanish have taken over as well. That's why you can still hear certain places being called not so Mandarin names, like Zealandia or San Diego. Having been influenced by different cultures, Taiwan is now super accepting of other cultures. Southeast Asian brothers and sisters can live or work here. In certain train stations, there's even more foreigners than locals. As a result, you can also see different places of worship in Taiwan. There are prayer rooms for Muslims in high-speed rail train stations, and Taiwan's own religious culture has a ton of its own festivals. Taiwan's Religious Diversity Index is the second highest in the world. You can see more religious buildings than convenience stores. Registered temples alone go up to 12,000, meaning that you can find a temple every 3 square kilometers. Consequently, the religious activity in Taiwan is spectacular. Be sure to check out the Beehive fireworks or sky lanterns if you have the chance. Both events pray for peace, even though the fireworks aren't actually peaceful. I also recommend going to the Longshan Temple at 6 a.m. or 3 p.m. to hear the monks chant and gain inner peacefulness. You can also participate in the Dajia Mazu pilgrimage procession. This event is one of the 3 largest religious activities in the world. If that doesn't tickle your fancy, well then, go see our deities dance to techno music. Yeah, That's an actual thing. After a short tour of the food, transportation, and religions in Taiwan, what do you think about Taiwan? What? You love it already? Well, we already love you too! Come and have the Taiwan experience for yourself. I hope you already have your next ticket ready. If you also know
Okay, the next one is National Science Education Center Introduction. The National Science Education Center is located Shiling, Taipei. In this place, you can explore the knowledge of science, including biology, chemistry, physics, and geologic. It provides people a more convenient way of learning, and it is also a nice place for families to go to during weekends.
Meeting.
Science is full of surprises. It's fun and playful. Sometimes it's even magical. National Taiwan Science Education Center, through a diversity of ways, takes us up close to the science world. Here, we apply simple applications and methods. Through observations, experiments, and interactions, visitors will learn, touch, and embrace, or even become part of science. Science is an experience. Science is an exploration. When you are here, you are immersed in the fun of science. National Taiwan Science Education Center. As a top-quality learning platform, NTSEC sets up the Science Learning Center, has well-equipped lab classrooms, as well as the best teachers who provide experiments in order to see live actions and real proof for the students outside of their textbooks. Teaching staff conference seminars are also organized for different groups from different institutions. The fully equipped laboratory provides inspirational learning sessions for the little kids. All age groups are welcome. to learn and to experience science. People will find their most suitable and fun science learning areas. Chemistry and physics demonstrations and hands-on activities are often arranged in the exhibition area, which allow visitors to watch the basic science principles and theorems right in front of their own eyes. This center designs its own abundant education programs, so visitors could experience the wonder of science. A number of science fairs are held in the Education Center annually, such as the annual National Primary and High School Science Fair, which provide a stage to publish their studies and observations and go wild with their imagination. A world-renowned international science event is held annually here, Taiwan International Science Fair, TISF. As many elite scientists started their first step to glory in this world-famous international science event. We only have one Earth. Protecting and caring for the living environment is the only way to shape a better future. Through education, we'll understand more the importance of protecting the environment. NTSEC, the sustainability of Taiwan, is our center's core value, and we want to send the environmental message to the next generation. Everyone can enjoy fun science. The science world is limitless. There's always a new, different experience waiting for us. National Taiwan Science Education Center is diverse, educational, and entertaining. We welcome you. Let's explore the world of science.
Okay, we hope you get more understand about the Taiwan National Science Education Center, and also welcome everyone come to the TISY Taiwan International Science Fair welcome party. And TISY has been held for since 1991, and over 44 countries and regions attend in this science fair. We'll welcome you, and next we are going to move in on the warming up game called Guess What? And let's welcome the host of the game for us. Please give them the big hand.
Hello, everyone. We are the ambassadors of Django High School. I'm also your host for this game. I'm Edward Ye.
And I'm Austin Lee.
Before we get started, let's play a quick game. It's called Guess What? Here are the rules. I will be describing an object or something, anything, with 3 hints. And if you know the answer, you can type it out in the chat room. The format should look like this. First, your country in English, and your name and answer.
Okay, so here's the first question. The first hint is, it's a famous fable about a girl visiting her grandmother. Okay? And the second hint is this story involves a beast of some sort. And the third hint is, in the end, a hunter saves the day. So what is it? And type your answer in the chat room.
Remember the format. Oh, and we've got prizes for the winners, people who guess it right. So, let me repeat the hints. First, it's a famous fable about a girl visiting her grandmother. Second, the story involves a beast of some sort. Third, in the end, a hunter saves the day. Yes, Ainsley, you got it right. The Little Red Riding Hood. So the winner of the first question is Ainsley. Now, please turn on your microphone.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so okay. Now let's guess which country you are from. Oh, you already have the flag out. So, can you tell me what's the favorite part of your country? Your microphone is off.
My favorite part about my country.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think my favorite part about my country would probably be about the racial harmony that we have here. Since in our country we have racial harmony day where we celebrate the bonds between those of different races, and we're able to bond with each other and connect with each other in a deeper way, since we get to learn about each other's traditions and have more fun with each other and understand how the other races carry out their traditions. And because of that, along with that, we get to enjoy their food, their culture, and experience more about what their traditions actually mean to them. And that's what my favorite part of my country is.
Thanks. I also agree that peace among the people is a very crucial part in the whole country's harmony. Now, where will you recommend everyone to visit when they come to your country?
One place I would recommend for people to go in Singapore is probably Marina Bay Sands, considering Marina Bay Sands has quite a few landmarks that we have. Like, for example, we have our Super Tree Grove, which is this huge, there are a couple of trees that are a fusion of basically nature and technology. And then we also have the Merlion, which is also a symbol of Singapore. It looks like a lion and a fish fused together. And there's Marina Bay Sands basically has a lot of these landmarks that you can visit.
Okay, thanks. Hear that, everyone? Now, when you go to Singapore, you'll know where to visit, whether it's the tree or the lion-fish hybrid. Okay, now let's move on to the second question. Okay. Here goes the first hint. It's a famous Taiwanese souvenir. Second, it's a sweet pastry made with a spiky fruit. Third, it's often rectangular in shape. If you know the answer, type. Sorry, it's not mooncake. Close.
I'll repeat the hints again. The first hint is a famous Taiwanese souvenir. And the second hint is it's a sweet pastry made with a spiky fruit. Okay. And the third hint is it's often rectangular in shape.
Note the spiky fruit part, the important hint. Now, sorry, but taro is not a spiky fruit. Does anyone else know the answer? As students from Taiwan, you can also answer if you know. Oh? If no one knows, I will be answering the question. Now, I will be revealing the answer. The answer is a pineapple cake. Well, I'm sorry you didn't get the right answer, Brian Lee, but you still win the chance to answer a question. Congratulations. Okay. So we've learned about Singapore through Ainsley. I want to ask, which place do you want to go after the pandemic, and why?
I would probably say the Universal Studios, which is located in Sentosa of Singapore, because right now during the pandemic, a lot of people are staying at home, and the tourist attractions in Singapore are not as bustling and robust as they used to be. And I sort of miss the energy when I go out with my friends. And this Universal Studios is a very famous tourist attraction that features many exciting rides like roller coasters. And it's kind of like, in my opinion, the best tourist attraction in Singapore. I would definitely want to go there again to experience the many people being happy over there. It's a place with a lot of good energy.
Thank you. The pandemic sure cast gloom all over the country.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's move on to the third question. This one is a bit harder, so we'll see who gets it right. Now, the first hint is that it's a world-famous female doll. Second, the doll has long blonde hair. Third, she has a boyfriend named Ken. If anyone knows the answer, you can type it on the chat room. Yes, Durga. It's Barbie. Hey, I thought this one was harder than pineapple cake, but okay. Now, I'm gonna ask you some. The winner is Durga from Singapore. Please turn on your microphone.
Hi.
I'll ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Again, what's your favorite part of your country?
My favorite part of the country will be the Singapore Zoo, which is located in Mandai. So, but due to this pandemic, it's actually that there isn't any shows or performances like before. Like, so before there's like a lot of people always going to zoo and then enjoying all the performances that and shows that are given there. But now due to this COVID thing, it's not popular in a sense anymore. But that has always been my favorite place since young of Singapore.
Thank you. And I assume that after the pandemic, you would love to visit it again, right?
Definitely, I'll be the first one to be there.
Thanks, Durga. Now the fourth question. Okay, so the students from other countries, don't be shy. You can answer. I'll be sure to ask all of you questions. Okay, so the fourth question. Here's the first hint. This sport can be played in 1-on-1 or 2-on-2. Second, this game uses a racket. Third, the most obvious hint. The ball is called a shuttlecock? Yes. Naila, it's badminton, but you spelled it wrong, but it's okay. Now, would you turn on the microphone?
Hi.
Hi. Allow me to ask you a few questions. What's your favorite part of your country?
My private opinion about my favorite country is because Indonesia is a tropic country and we have a lot of beach. So I recommend you all to come to Raja Ampat beside Bali that we have known. And there, Raja Ampat has a very beautiful beach and beautiful view and fresh water, and we can swim there and explore that view that the that beach that view all in the beach. So it's very recommended for you all guys.
Thanks. The beach. I have read about it in my geography textbooks, but I never got the chance to visit them. Sure sounds like a good place to be. So, which place would you want to go after the pandemic?
After the pandemic, especially we want to go everywhere because we feel very bored at home. I feel very stressed, so we want to explore every place in Indonesia. And in the east, we have a change. We want to explore other countries like Thailand, maybe.
Yes, absolutely. You should all come to visit Taiwan. Now, final question. No, thanks. So now we will be moving on to the final question of the first warm-up game today. The first hint is that it's a famous painting kept in the Louvre, the museum. The second hint, the protagonist has a very subtle smile. The third, the artist who is responsible for this painting is no other than Leonardo da Vinci. So if anyone knows the answer, you can type in the chat room. I'm going to repeat the hints again. First, it's a famous painting kept in the Louvre Museum. Second, the protagonist has a very subtle smile. Third, the artist who is responsible for the painting is Leonardo da Vinci. Oh, yes, Naila, you got it right again.多少？你叫什么？啊？不知道他什么名字啊？哦，不知道他叫什么名字啊？ Thanks, Naila. Although you were the first one to answer, but I've already asked you like most of the questions here. So I'm gonna let the one from Russia have the chance this time. So I'm sorry, I don't. Oh, Ignati, is it?
Yes, hello.
Hello. Okay. Can you tell me why you chose this photo as your background.
It's a kind of funny background. On the back of this background is our national flag. And there are some bears on this background. It's, brown animals, big. I do know. It's kind of a symbol of Russia, and they have some musical instruments, balalaika, a string instrument, and garmon. It's like bayan or accordion.
An accordion, yes.
And also here is Saint Basil's Cathedral, an ancient church. That's you can see it on the Red Square in Moscow.
So basically, it's a funny picture that symbolizes the funny picture. So, what's your favorite part of your country?
I think it will be Solovetsky Monastery on Solovetsky Island. It's on the northern part of our country. It's a really beautiful and peaceful place. I visited it and I love it.
The monastery.
Monastery is.
I know what it is. It's a place for monks or religious people they gather, right? There. Sort of.
It's something in Orthodox tradition. It's a place for
religious activities.
Actually, this is a place for people who, how would I say it? Pray only. I don't know. And tourists can also visit it.
So it's a sort of a church-like.
Yes, it's like a church with some extra things.
Okay. Now, where will you recommend everyone to visit if they visit your country?
I think our country it's a bit different from other country, or a lot different things with other countries. And I think it would be interesting to explore something new. And Russia is a really big country, so there are cities that looks like Asian cities or cities like European cities, and you know that traveling for Russians, traveling, for example, from one and Russia to the other is like traveling from Moscow to New York. So it's interesting.
So like the railway, right? The railroad, the Siberian.
Yes, the big railway, Trans-Siberian Railway, and you can also do it by plane. It would be faster because on the train it takes about one week to travel.
Russia sure is a huge country. Thank you, Ignati. So we're out of time for this first game, warm-up game. So that concludes. Now, to get yourself to know each other better, the next part will be cultural exchange. Now we welcome the hosts.
Hi everyone, I'm the host of today's Culture Exchange. My name is Jim and I'm also a member of our school's astronomy club and a student ambassador of CK. Although we are in a virtual meeting, it's still a pleasure to meet so many finalists online.
Hi, I'm Sean from the Delicacy Club. And my interest is making desserts. We're really excited to hear from you.
So I see that there are some finalists that just joined the meeting room. We've already completed the first warm-up game. So everyone that just joined, welcome to join us. So this section is going to be the culture exchange.
We'll invite every country to introduce your culture with us using the slideshows or videos you prepare beforehand.
Every group will have 2 to 3 minutes to share about their culture and hope all of you can pay close attention to the following presents because later we're having a little quiz about these countries.
First, let's welcome the first presentation from Indonesia.
Hello.
Hello.
How guys? Okay, I will explain about Indonesia. First one, I will tell about Indonesia government system. Indonesia is a country that has 1,000 of islands. So it's the largest archipelago in the world located in Southeast Asia. With the form of government is adopting a presidential republic government system with the capital located in Jakarta. The head of state and head of government are held by a president, which is currently held by president. Our president is Joko Widodo. Because Indonesia's sector leading is tourism. Indonesia has beautiful islands that are often visited by tourism from every country, including Bali, Komodo Island, and Raja Ampat. I really recommend you guys about these places. Bali is the main city in Indonesia, in the UK. Bali is the main sector of Indonesian tourism, with Denpasar is that regency. Also, the pandemic is still hitting Indonesia in case namely Omicron, but Bali is still open to tourists with certain terms and conditions that must be completed first. Did you know that the capital city of Indonesia will be moved and will give new name by Joko Widodo? It is planned that the capital city of Jakarta will be moved to Penajam Pasir Utara in East Kalimantan with the word Nusantara, which will be the new name for the capital city of Indonesia. This news certainly brings pros and cons for the people, but this is the good news for us. With full hope in the new capital will be better in the future. Then I will explain about the education in Indonesia in pandemic. Even though the COVID-19 pandemic is still ongoing, students in Indonesia can still carry out their school activities as usually by always oppose complying with the health protocols that have been determined. Initially, this policy before was strongly opposed by the parents, but our parents, because they were worried about our condition, but by seeing the condition of the children who miss going to school and meeting friends, and the Indonesian government policy on the education system during the pandemic, they finally agreed to this. The Indonesian people have also received vaccine injection so that they can reduce the percentage of the possibility of contracting this coronavirus. Some types of vaccines that have been used in Indonesia have names including Sinovac, Sinopharm, AstraZeneca, Pfizer, Moderna, and Pfizer. But the most widely used is Sinovac. This regulation of vaccination also initially gave rise to many pros and cons, so that many Indonesia were afraid and reluctant to be vaccinated. But with an explanation from the health department and also the folk of Indonesian citizens who have been open, the implementation of the vaccine can be accepted by the community. Although until now there are a few Indonesian citizens who have not been vaccinated. So we as Indonesia will hope that this COVID-19 pandemic can end soon in Indonesia so that we can return to activities before this pandemic. That's all from Indonesia. Thank you.
Oh, Island Bali. It's very interesting to know that. So, Nyla, right?
Right.
I want to ask you a question. So, what do you think changed the most in your life, about your life after the pandemic happened?
I think mostly came from my activities because in this pandemic I will always at home and I do like watching K-drama, Korean drama, and do some activities that make me happy to reducing work. And I also make a meet, but by virtual meet with my friends, talking about their condition now, their condition or our condition. So I think I mostly mostly change in this pandemic is my activities.
The pandemic sure like affected a lot of us and our lives. And
No.
um I want to invite you to teach me and Sean a sentence to say in Indonesian.
Oh, aku cinta kamu. It means like I love you.
Aku cinta and cinta
Kamu.
kamu. Aku cinta kamu. Is it correct? Aku cinta aku kamu. Okay, so it means I love you, right? Yay, thank you for teaching us.
No. Hi.
Okay, so that will be the end of the first part. And next, let's welcome Japan.
Hello.
Hello.
Konnichiwa. Hello everyone. I'm Rina from Japan. Do you know anything about Japan? Japan is an island country located northeast of Taiwan, and it takes about 3 hours from Taiwan by plane. This year, from Japan, we Shizuoka Municipal High School and Tokyo Tech High School are joining TISF. So we lived in Shizuoka Prefecture, which is world famous for Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is very beautiful. Please come and see the wonderful mountain. Also, Fujinomiya Yakisoba, Japan fried rice is a food in Shizuoka. It is delicious. By the way, speaking of the Japanese culture, I love anime. Do you know Pokemon? Pokemon is a popular anime with many cute monsters. His name is Pikachu. He's one of the Pokemon characters. He's very cute, but actually, he can produce an electric power by himself. Pokemon has attracted many people. Please take a look at the site. Now, it's time for the question. Our question is, who loves Pikachu the most? A is Hina. B is Riku. C is Himari. D is Rina. Let's think.
So Jim, how do you think?
All right, so that's a difficult question. Well, I think I'll take a guess. It's probably D.
Oh. The answer is C. Pikachu. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Please come and enjoy Japan. Thank you.
Thank you. ありがとうございます. And actually, Pikachu is also Taiwanese childhood memory. So we all watch Pokemon in our childhood. And also, we're looking forward to visit Mount Fuji. And I know there's a Kimiko outlet, right? We can see Mount Fuji there. And yeah, if I visit Tokyo next time, maybe I will go there. So may I ask you some questions? And what's your favorite food in Japan?
I love sushi.
Sushi. So how about others?
I love udon.
Udon.
Udon, yes. I love yakisoba.
Oh, yakisoba. Okay. Oh, those are all my favorite food in Japan. In Gyutang. Okay, thank you for your sharing. So can you also teach us a sentence in Japanese?
大好き。
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 大好き means I love you.
So today we learn how to say I love you in Indonesian and also I love you in Japanese. 大好き. Thank you.
And can I ask a question?
Of course.
What actually Moscow is quite far from Japan. Can you explain what is a yakisoba? What is this?
So maybe you can see yakisoba.
Ah.
It is yakisoba. Japanese fried rice.
And is it from fish?
Oh no. Noodle and it's a vegetable. It is noodle with vegetable with sauce. Sauce.
Interesting.
It is a kind of noodle.
Okay, so thank you all. Thank you all questions. And due to the time limit, we have to stop the first part of culture exchange here. So does everyone still remember? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So we're coming to a short break of this section. It was a pleasure to meet all the finalists. We will be moving on to the next section. So let's welcome Edward again.
Okay. Hey guys. Here we meet again, and it's time for our next activity, and it is called draw something. This game is called draw something, and you'll be drawing the object based on the descriptions we will give you, and afterward you'll present your drawings on your screens, and the goal is to draw the most distinctive feature of the object, and winners will be objected a prize. Okay, I will say something, and you'll try to draw that thing and show it on your screen, and we will choose the best drawing. Okay. 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 So the first is for warm up. Okay. And I will say the clues. Listen carefully. Okay. So first, it's a kind of fruit, and it is red in appearance. Okay. And there's a famous proverb of it, and which is you can keep doctors away if you eat that fruit every day. And you have 30 seconds to draw it, and you can use your pen if you have a paper, and you can show it on your screen.
Sorry, can you repeat again?
Okay. It is a kind of fruit, and it is red. And if you eat that fruit every day, and you will keep doctors away. and you need to draw that thing. If you have a paper, draw on the paper and you can show it on your screen. Okay, anyone have the answer? Okay, we'll wait for longer. Okay, so anyone has the answer? Anyone has the answer? Chili? No, sorry, no, but it's not chili. It's a kind of fruit. It's a kind of fruit. Okay. Can our secretary choose one of the best pictures?
Okay, I think the picture from Japan. Her name is Himari. It's Himari Kimura. It has the best picture.
Okay, so Himali, can you open up your microphone? Okay, so I've listened to your description about Japan. Hello. And I want to ask you some question. Okay. Why did you choose to enter this field of science? Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you choose to enter this field of science? It means why do you come here? Why do you come here to this science fair?
In Japan contest, in Japan science chemical contest, our team award the second prize. So we joined this fair.
Scoy.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there anything or anyone which helped you along the way and you would like to tell us apart? Anyone help you on this way?
Yes.
Could you tell us about the story?
When I worried about the presentation or experiment, our team member always help me. So I cheer my team member always cheer up me. So I thank you for them.
You have very nice teammates.
Yes.
Okay. So now we're moving to the next question. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So everyone ready? Ready for the next question? Okay. So it's kind of hard on the next question, but you'll have to draw it, okay? It's a giant statue It's a giant statue. It's a very big statue, and it's a lion with a human face, and it's near the pyramids of Egypt. And you will have 3 minutes to draw it. Okay, so it's kind of hard. Okay, so I'll repeat it again. It's a giant statue, and this statue is a lion with human face. And this statue lies near the pyramids of Egypt. So just try to draw it. And actually, you don't need to draw that that's so complicated, and you just need to draw the overall thing of that statue. And I'll repeat it one more time. It's a very big statue, and this statue is a lion with human face. And this statue lies near the pyramids of Egypt. Okay. So anyone has the answer now? I see it. Can you show that to me? Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll please the leader of our CK ambassador, Andy, to choose one of the best pictures. Okay. Yeah, 过来. Wait a minute. Okay, so I see many different pictures, and you guys are really great, really good at this. Okay.
Okay, hi. Hi everyone. I'm the leader of CK Ambassadors, and I saw lots of creative drawings. So, okay, I got a very cool drawing. It's from Indonesia's dragon. So, okay, I think the best one is this drawing. So, please continue.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Hi. Okay, so I'll ask you more questions about this. Okay, so can you open up your mic? Okay. So, just like what I asked before, why you choose to enter this field of science?
Because we want to make a new experience in the science fair or science competition, and we heard that the government of Thailand the government of Taiwan make this competition, so we really interesting to this competition, so we join this science fair.
Oh, okay. So I see. Okay, it's very good of you to see this competition, and we are proud to host this. Okay, so the next questions, just like what I asked before. And is there anything that helped you before? Anything or anyone that helped you just on this way? Your okay. Looks like she has maybe her computer has crashed or something. It's fine. Okay, so maybe we will just move to our next question first, and maybe after this question we will continue asking her the question. Okay, so let's just move on the third question. Okay. So this is a rather simple question. Okay, so it is a world famous painting. It's a world famous painting. And this woman has a subtle smile, and we have asked this question before. So just try to draw it. We have asked this question before, yeah. So, and it's pretty obvious. So just try to draw the woman with a subtle smile, and it is kept in lower. Oh, okay, I see this. Someone has already drawn it. Yeah. Agus. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Can you show me that? Can you show me that picture?
This.
Yeah, can you draw that woman? I want to see. I want to see you draw that woman.
Okay.
Just try to draw it.
I want
just
to
try
try draw. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, if you have finished drawing, just raise your hand. Okay. Just raise your hand, and right down below, just click the raise the hand button. Okay, so if you finish, just raise your hand. Okay, I saw. Okay. Oh, I see. Someone raise their hand. Oh, raise your hand. Raise. Okay, I see. Okay, very good. Okay, so my partner, then you need to choose a best picture.
Okay, future artists. Let's see your drawings. Jimenez, your picture is not showing. Ah, okay, now I see it. Okay. Lina's drawing is very cute. Both the Japanese drew very cute Mona Lisas.
Oh. You guys are very good at drawing.
Yeah.
In our art class, we need to draw some of those famous
I will choose Jimenez because she also drew the clothes at the whole thing looks like the Mona Lisa. Okay.
Okay. So Jimenez, can you open up your microphone?
She doesn't speak English, but she's my partner.
Okay, so fine. Okay, it's all right. So can you just talk about your country?
Oh, okay. I'm from Mexico. You know where is it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm from Mexico, and I am dressed like when we go to a traditional party.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what do you want to know.
Okay. What is your favorite part of Mexico?
Oh, my favorite part of Mexico is the traditional party, and it's a thing that we miss a lot because for the pandemic we can make
Too
this
bad.
kind of parties. So that is.
Yeah. What's your favorite food in Mexico?
My favorite food are the tacos. You know what?
Tacos.
Yeah.
I love tacos
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Why
Have
do
you
you
ever
come to
been?
this science fair?
What?
Why do you come to this science fair?
Oh, okay. I came here because I want to make a little change here in my city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. I know. I
that's
see.
why I'm here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I think it's the end of this part. And
Okay.
thank you everyone for attending this game. Okay.
We now introduce our next host, which I don't know who is. Oh, our next host, John.
Hello everyone, welcome to the second section of Cultural Exchange. I'm your host, Dia.
We are ambassador of Taipei Zhenguo Multiple High School. I'm John. In this activity, we'll invite the participants from 4 countries to share their cultures. Each country has 3 minutes for their presentation. You can use slides or video, anything. And the content will become the questions in the next Kahoot competition. Now, let's get started.
Okay, and first, let's welcome Mexico.
It's me again. Can I start?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
My name is Estefania, and here is my partner, Alejandra. We are from Mexico, and as I said, I am dressed when we go to the traditional parties. We made these traditional parties when in honor for the saints, and when we go to the traditional parties, we dress like with a shirt with a bird flowers. Can you see it? Can you see that? We dress with a shirt with a lot of flowers, and also we put a a skirt with a lot of flowers too. And we go to the traditional parties and we use a lot of accessories like a necklace and earrings and a lot of bracelets, as you can see. And we really enjoy to go to these traditional parties because when we go there, we can eat a lot of food and we can take a lot of drinks. So we love to go there, but for the pandemic, pues, we can go there right now. And and I don't know if you have a question about this.
Does anyone have questions about Mexico? You can turn on your microphone and ask.
Hello.
Hi.
I have one question for you.
Okay. Tell me.
Why is your shirt bermotif flowers?
Okay. ¿Por qué son flores? ¿Por qué flores? Because it's a tradition. It's our tradition, and because it means happiness. Yes.
Okay. One question again.
Okay.
What favorite tradition in your country?
What? Sorry.
What favorite tradition in your country?
What is my favorite tradition? Oh, okay. Una tradición. I don't know. We have a lot of them. But maybe it could be the dances. We dance a lot with our suit, like traditional dances, and that could be.
Me too. I'm very like dance.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, and thank you for your sharing. And we'll move to the next country.
Next, that will come Macau to introduce this culture. Hello, is Macau's participant here? Is Oliver from Macau here? If not, let's move on to the next group. All right. It seems that Macau didn't online, but it's okay. Let's move on to the next group. Next, let's invite the participant from Russia to invite their culture.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Let me demonstrate my screen. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so some interesting facts about Russia. So here this is Russia on the globe, and this is how we spell it in our Russian language. It sounds like Россия. And the first thing you should know about Russia that it's really big. Its area is almost equal to the surface of Pluto. So yes, and because of this, we have we have 11 time zones. And for example, in Irkutsk, now the same time as in Taiwan, and in Russia, and in Moscow, where I am, it's 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. now. So an interesting thing. And because of the size of our country, we have a lot of nationalities. Russia is really a multinational country, about 190 nationalities, which speaks about 160 languages. And another thing about Russia that it's mainly Orthodox. We have a lot of churches, about 400. Somebody says that it's almost equal to a number of hospitals in Russia. Well, and I'm from Moscow. One of the most famous sites here is Kremlin and Red Square. It has nothing in common with Red Army or Soviet period. In Russian, the word that means red, well, it derives from word means beautiful. So Red Square is initially a beautiful square. And another interesting things in Moscow is Moscow Metro. It's really big, and about 6 million people use it every day at about 10,000 trains, and we have 182 stations. And you can see that they looks like, well, palaces. So you should see it. Thank you. And another interesting thing, it's not about really Russian culture, but we have a phenomenon which is called dacha. Dacha is, well, many people who live in Moscow, they have always, and well, mainly in Moscow, I think, they have a flat, and they have this country house which is called dacha, and on summer we can well, relax there or grow flowers, something like this. So interesting fact. Thank you.
Great. Are there any questions to Russia or their culture? All right. Okay. Okay. What questions do you have?
Okay,
Alan?
I want to ask a question. And have you ever met a bear in your house or near your house?
Uh, no.
No.
Okay.
Bears, they're
Like
they're wild animals, and
wild
they
animals, and they
mainly
mainly
live in
live in
forests, and it's
forests,
quite
and
difficult
it's quite
to see
difficult
them.
to see them.
Okay, thank you for sharing.
Brian Lee, do you have any questions?
Yeah. I would like to ask, do Russian people like or love bears? Because bears seem to be really popular with Russians.
Well, uh, in Russia, actually, there is, I think, some kind of a myth that foreigners think that Russian love bears. That and Russian thinks that it is true, and well, uh, s- uh, it's some way a bear is a symbol of our country. So, well, I think in USA or Canada, there are also a lot of bears in the forests, and mm, so yes, Russian love bears, but uh, they're not extremely popular.
Oh, okay, I got it. Thank you. The bears are just so cute though. The brown bears.
Yes, do you know the film about Paddington Bear?
Oh, Paddington. I've heard about it, but I haven't got to watch it yet.
Hmm.
Maybe I'll watch it soon.
It's funny family film.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, because of the time, so last two questions to Russia. August Aditya, you can ask your question to Russia.
Okay, I will give you question. What the most famous food in there? Thank you.
Well, most famous traditional food is uh, uh, well, maybe it's what we call blины. It's like pancakes. Uh, yes, it's like pancakes, and maybe it's a soup which we call borscht. It's maybe it's Ukrainian, maybe it's Russian. Nobody knows, but it's a soup. It's a red soup.
Okay,
Well,
thank you.
from beets.
Okay, thank you, Raja. Raja, it's a fantastic presentation. So let's move on to the next country culture. The next,
Next, let's welcome Singapore. You can start.
Okay. Greetings, fellow international students and the audience. Today, I am joined by my teammates Ainsley and Dega, and we are students from the city-state of Singapore, nicknamed the Little Red Dot.
Singapore is a city-state located off the southern bank of Malaysia, made of one main island and another 63 smaller islands. The three notable landmarks of Singapore that we would like to introduce today are the Merlion in Marina Bay Sands, Super Tree Grove in Gardens by the Bay, and Jewel in Changi Airport.
The Merlion represents Singapore's origins as a fishing village and its original name, Singapura, meaning Lion City. The Super Tree Grove brings Singapore's vision as a city in a garden to life, combining art, technology, and nature together. Changi Airport's crown jewel, Jewel, shows Singapore's spirit to constantly innovate and be a hub of connections between the rest of the world.
One aspect of Singapore we love is the racial and religious harmony we have here. Through our interactions with each other, we learn more about each other's traditions and ways in school, understanding our peers better and forging stronger bonds with people from different races. Another aspect we love about Singapore is our hawker culture. Hawkers were an essential part of early Singapore, helping to provide delicious meals to laborers at a cheap price. Today, it remains an important part of Singapore, playing the same role it did in the past. We love that we have many food choices in our hawker centers. Some hawker stores have even won Michelin stars while still keeping their food cheap.
And heading northwest of the mainland, the tropical island of Pulau Ubin resides. The Granite Island is managed by the National Parks Board and houses rich biodiversity. Members of the public can visit the different habitats here, from seagrass lagoons to mangroves and tropical rainforests. Many people love to hike there, and it's indeed a refreshing break from the city life.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you. And does anyone have questions to Singapore? Okay. Daya Fishka.
Okay, thank you. I have one question. Please tell me about Pulau Ubin. Thank you.
Well, Singapore has one main island and another 63 smaller islands. And this Pulau Ubin is one of these islands that is off the mainland. And right now, it is actually mainly nature. And this is quite rare in Singapore because Singapore is quite the urban country and Singapore is mostly a concrete city. But this Pulau Ubin is actually mostly untouched and it houses a lot of rich biodiversity that can be found across Southeast Asia. And a fun fact is that this Pulau Ubin actually still has some village communities, but the population of humans living in Pulau Ubin is slowly decreasing. And the public can actually take a boat from the mainland to Pulau Ubin and see the different animals there. Like for example, you can see this cute little wild boar over here. Wild boars are found in many places in Singapore.
It's quite a popular getaway spot for locals here, yeah, for Singaporeans.
And also there are many activities offered in Pulau Ubin, like you can go hiking, cycling with your friends, and it's like more like a break from your work or your city life usually. Yeah, in like everyday life.
Okay, and thanks for your sharing. And I think time is up. So thanks for this.
Okay. Sorry for that. We have the last group for Taiwan, and that welcome the welcome the interviewer from Taiwan to introduce Taiwan's culture. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. Seems that Taiwan's participant is offline. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so thanks for these three countries bring us great introduction. We hope that after the pandemic, we can take a trip to these
I'm
countries.
sorry.
Oops.
Can we introduce ours? I'm from Indonesia, but I present about my province. Can I need permission to presentation?
Okay, we still have time. Okay, that's welcome. I'm sorry, that's welcome Indonesia to introduce their country culture.
Okay.
Now it's your
My
time.
friend will present our province. Wait for 1 minute. Okay, I will present about my province in Indonesia is Bali.
Om Swastiastu. Bali adalah sebuah provinsi. Bali memiliki banyak sekali adat istiadat dan kebudayaan yang sangat beragam. Mulai dari banyaknya tempat-tempat Om Swastiastu.
Mungkin sinyal aku jelek. Lanjut. Takutin WiFi.
Om Swastiastu. Bali adalah sebuah provinsi yang terletak di negara Indonesia. Bali memiliki banyak sekali adat istiadat dan kebudayaan yang sangat beragam. Mulai dari banyaknya tempat-tempat yang unik dan pura-pura yang sangat-sangat megah yang terletak di negara Indonesia. Selain adanya pura, terdapat juga tradisi seperti tradisi pernikahan, tradisi kematian, dan tradisi lain sebagainya. Selain itu juga ada pula tradisi yang kami angkat di sini yaitu tradisi omet-ometan.
Banyak sekali yang kita banggakan dari Pulau Bali, salah satunya tradisi Omer Obenan. Tradisi ini merupakan salah satu tradisi yang dilaksanakan secara turun-temurun oleh masyarakat Bali, di mana tradisi ini banyak sekali mengandung nilai-nilai moral bagi anak cucu kita nanti. Itu saja yang dapat saya sampaikan. Saya tutup dengan Paramo Santi, Om Santi Santi Santi.
Okay, here's my presentation. If you any question, you can ask me or my partner. Thank you.
Does anyone have question to Indonesia? To Malaysia?
Indonesia.
I'm sorry, to Indonesia. If there's not, because we're out of time, so we should keep moving to the next section. And thanks for these countries bringing us great introductions. We hope that after the pandemic, we can take trips to these countries and experience the cultures there. And it is the end of cultural exchange. And now we'll move to the next section, Kahoot competition. Let's welcome the host, Elwin and Sean.
Hello everyone, I'm your host, Elwin.
And I'm Shane.
Please wait for a second to show my presentation. Okay, first, please open the website in the chat room. Second, enter the game pin 1237430, which is on the screen. And third, type in your nickname with your country and your name. For me, as an example, I will type Taiwan space Elwin. And fourth, make sure your name is on the big screen on your device so that you can enter the game. And the top 5 person with the highest points can get a special gift. Now, let's introduce the rules about our Kahoot challenge. There will be 4 options in each question. Choose the right one or the one you agree with. The less time you spend, the more points you'll get. And just like I said before, the top 5 person with the highest points can get a special gift from the Science Museum from Taiwan. Okay, and now I'm sure that you all understand the rule. So let's get started. Please wait for a second to show the screen of the Kahoot game. Okay, is there anyone hasn't entered in the Kahoot game? Okay, and let's get started. Okay, the first question is only an example to make sure that you know how to play this game, and it wouldn't count in your score. So, 1 + 1 equals what? I think it's a very easy question, just a little text. So we have 12 answers now. Oh, the answer is 2. Yeah, it's really easy. Excellent, guys. Okay, looks like you are all ready to start.
Okay, so let's start with the first question. Question is, which of the following can you see in Taiwan night markets? The answer is all of the above. Oyster omelets, fried chicken, and stinky tofu. These three are all common foods in Taiwan's night market, and they're all delicious.
Okay, next is the question number 2. Well, this one is a little quite difficult. What is the meaning of the Chinese character shan? I think it appears in one of the video we saw before. So if you don't know it, you can just guess. Okay, the answer is mountain. We can see 3 straight lines in the character shan, which represent the peaks of the mountain. Yeah. Well, looks like students from Singapore is doing well.
Okay, let's see the next question. Which of the following is a typical Taiwanese food? Yes, the answer is bubble tea. And according to the statistics, there are about 20,000 bubble tea shops around the whole island.
Okay, the next one is quite difficult. This question is provided by Bia Fishka and August Adia from Indonesia. Which of the following traditions originate from Bali and contains hugging or kissing each other? Well, there's 9 people get the right answer. Okay, let me explain all the options. The option A, Obenden, also known as the kissing ceremony. And B, the traditional ceremony is used 2.5 meter wooden sticks to build up a pyramid-like shape. And in option C, is an event that men will wear traditional clothing consisting of sarong and shawl or headband, and without wearing clothes or to fight. And in option D is a combination of dance and trail of prowess. And the dance provides an image of a fight between 2 soldiers in the heat of a battle, usually performed by 2 to 60 male dancers who dance and fight on the stage. Okay, let's go on to next question. Well, our top 3 is all from Singapore. Well done.
Okay, now let's look at the next question. Which of the following events isn't held by the NTSEC? Yes, the answer is Daja Mazu Pilgrimage Procession. It is a religious event in Taiwan, and it starts at March every year. And it is that most of the people carry a statue of Mazu and go around the island. And the top 3 are still all from Singapore.
Okay, next one. When was the first TISF held? Which is the Taiwan International Science Fair. the red option is 1991, and blue one is 1973, and the orange one is 1884. The green one is 2008. Okay, the correct answer is 1991. You might find that the year in the blue option is familiar to you. That's because it is the year that the energy crisis took place. And in the orange option, 1884, is way too early. By then, Taiwan is still under the ruling of Qing Dynasty. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Okay, Austin from Taiwan came to the 4th place. Good job.
This question is about Singapore. And what was the first name of Singapore? Yes, the answer is the Lion City. And I remember that the little red dot is its nickname now. And I think it's because Singapore means the Lion City. Okay. A player from Russia got to the 4th place.
Okay, next one is actually a funny question. Okay, it's from the students from Japan. Who do you think likes the Pikachu the best? 4 of us. I think everyone has already known the right answer because they revealed the answer in the cultural exchange part, right? So if you remember the answer will be, is it Hina or Miku or Himari or is it Rina? Wow, looks like 10 people still remember the answer. Yes, it's Himari. Yeah. Yeah, by the way, Pikachu is my favorite character in Pokemon too. Yeah. Well, so the top 3 is still students from Singapore. Okay.
Now this is the last question. Which is true about Russia? The answer is the blue one. Russia is almost as big as Pluto. And the red one is wrong because I remember there are 11 time zones in Russia. And there is only one official language, which is Russian in Russia. And the red square was named because the word in Russian means red and beautiful. And now let's review our winners. Now, the top 3 players are all from Singapore. And the 4th player is from Russia. And the 5th one is from Indonesia. The top 5 players will get a special gift because of winning the game. And that will be the end of the Kahoot time. I hope that you can know more about the other cultures, and maybe after the pandemic you can visit other countries and learn more about them. And now we're going to go to the next part, the representative word of 2022. And let's welcome our hosts.
Okay. Hello, everyone. We are the hosts of Representation Words for 2022. My name is James.
And my name is Eric.
And It's the last part of the opening ceremony. And here we would like everyone to introduce yourself and share your words that you think is great to celebrate the new year.
And first, we need one of student from each school to share with us. And second, I would like you to introduce yourself. And third, write the word on a piece of paper in your language. And take turns to share with everyone with your camera. Tell everyone the words you choose in your language, why you chose it and its meaning.
For example, my name is James, I'm from Taiwan. And the word I wrote is in Chinese. Uh, this is the word I wrote. You can just take a piece of paper and just write it on it. And the word I picked is 国泰民安. Maybe some of you can recognize it if you know Chinese. And it's meaning like every country in the world can be peaceful and people can feel safe. This is my wish for the new year. And now I would like everyone to come up with a word and write it on a paper. You can have like 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay. I hope everyone has finished choosing your word. And I would like students from Taiwan to be the first. And in alphabetical order, I would like the order be like Indonesia, Japan, Macau, Mexico, Russia, and the last group will be Singapore. First, let's welcome students from Taiwan.
Can you hear me? So for my word, I chose. Okay. I have to turn off the background first. Sorry. Over here. Okay. So for my word, I choose 饱. Okay, in Chinese we call this 饱. 饱 means full. You eat a lot of things and you're full. And full means 饱 means full. Yeah. My New Year represent word. Yep.
Okay, thank you very much for your sharing. And if there's no more students from Taiwan I would like to share, we will move on to Indonesia. we would like one of the students from Indonesia to share your words with us first. Oh, okay, we can see it on the screen. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Naila from Indonesia. I will choose word terima kasih. It means like thank you in English, and it means we respect to our action or our doing before, and we mostly use in Indonesia with this word terima kasih. Terima kasih. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. The other group from Indonesia, would you like to share your words with us? Can you hear me?
Okay, I will. I choose the Bhinneka Tunggal Ika in Indonesia. Dah kan? Bhinneka Tunggal Ika is motto which always make the whole community unity in diversity. So we are have very much well in community, but we stay united in diversity. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, after the Indonesian students are finished, let's welcome students from Japan.
Hello, my name is Hina from Japan. This is arigato. It means thank you. I choose this word because I love this word the best. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, and thanks for Japanese students' words. Next, welcome students from Macau. Okay. Oh, and next, we want welcome students from Mexico.
Can you see it? Okay, the word that I wrote is Viva Mexico, and it's a word that we use here, like to bring courage, like go Mexico or something like that, and it's a word that we use in every state of Mexico. Thank you.
Okay, and thanks for Mexican students' word. And next, welcome students from Russia.
Okay, so my word is here. Oh, well, there is some problems. Can I rewrite it because Google Meet just mirror it and it isn't this thing. Can I
It's actually good
turn
on
off
our
this
side.
mirroring?
There's no mirroring effect on our side, so I think like the words is on correct position.
So is this the first?
Yes. Yes. And
Okay.
it's on the back side. Yes.
So this word is медведь, and this means bear. We discussed them a lot, so I chose this word.
Okay, thank you very much for your sharing. So you are a person who loves bears a lot, right? Like before I discuss, you still love bears. Okay, thank you very much. And let's welcome the last team, Singapore.
Hello everyone, I'm Durga from Singapore. So the word I have, chosen is pronounced as Vidamuyarchi. So as Singapore is a multiracial country, we have a lot of languages here, and mainly four. And one of the languages is Tamil. So this word Vidamuyarchi is from Tamil, and it means perseverance. So the reason why I chose perseverance is because in this pandemic, perseverance is very important to all of us, and we should continue fighting our dreams and not give up at any point of time. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, every team have gave us the wonderful words for the new year. Are there anyone who would like to share their words too? Oh.
I want to share my words. And I'm a student from Taiwan, and this is my. I need to close. Wait a minute. This is my word. Can you see that? Zai. Because that means stay at home. Because during the pandemic, every people in the world need to stay at home, and we can't get to outside. So, I mean, I think this word is can best represent the current year. So I choose this word.
Okay, thank you very much for your sharing. And this activity is coming to an end, and we would like everyone to show your words. We are taking a group photo together.
Okay, please show your words and I'll take a photo. Okay. I'll count through three and I'll take a photo. The 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, and thanks everyone for participating in this activity. And on January 27, we will have an online Model United Nations activity together, and I would like everyone to join it together. And that's pretty much it for today's activity. Let's give it back to Edward.
Okay, it's happy today we have culture and family exchange. And I believe everyone has gained something back, and that all of you can have fun in this special welcome party. But happy time often go fast. It's time to say goodbye. It's a great pleasure to be your host today, and I hope we will have another chance to meet you to someday after the pandemic. Goodbye.